guys, so this video is so long overdue, but I'm finally doing another book review, and guess what I finally read? Divergent. Enough people have said it to me, and finally one of my best friends just like convinced me, and I just got back from my trip to Thailand, which I was there for 2 weeks over Christmas, and it was amazing. I posted a few pictures on my Instagram, which I will link below if you want to see them. So on the flight there, I knew that like I wanted a long book to read, and this is one of the longest books I have, so I decided to bring it, and I thought it would last me the entire 2 weeks. But I finished it before the time we landed in Bangkok, so it didn't last that long. So I'll just get into it. There are no spoilers, by the way. I'm going to try and keep it spoiler-free. So basically, it is a dystopian novel, which I didn't think I would enjoy. I say that, yet the 2 dystopian novels I've read I've enjoyed, so maybe I do like them, but they just didn't seem like my cup of tea, but I guess they kind of are. But anyways, so this is about a girl named Beatrice. She later goes by Triss. And she lives in this society where there are 4 factions. Factions? Is that what they're called? I can't even remember. Part of this book is a blur, just because I didn't really get that much sleep, but it's not important. Basically, there are 5 parts to the society. There's abnegation, candor, erudite, amity, and dauntless. And they all kind of equal each other out. They're all very different. The only 2 that I can really remember is that abnegation is the one that Beatrice and her family belong to, and then dauntless is like a really dark group, and then candor is like truthful, I think, and then I can't remember what the other 2 were, but basically they all have like good things and bad things about them. Abnegation, where Beatrice and her family lives, they are the ones who like dress in all gray. She only looks at herself 1 time a year in a mirror. It's just like they remind me kind of like Amish people. They just lived a very simple, nice lifestyle. So that was abnegation or whatever that she belonged to. And every year when kids turn 16, they go take an aptitude test to find out like if they belong in another faction, and they can choose the faction that was told to them, or they can stay in the one that they're already in. Most of the time kids stay in the one that they're already in, because going to another faction means like leaving your family behind, and you don't really see them ever again. You don't really get accepted back into that faction. So most kids just play it safe and kind of stay in their old faction, basically. So it's aptitude test day. She goes, and her brother goes as well. I don't think this is a spoiler, really. Basically, she's like different, and she gets told that she could belong in like I think 3 or maybe 4 different factions. She didn't have like a specific one, and so she's called Divergent, which is something that's like really risky to be and just like not very good. People will kind of like pick you out and want to destroy you, kind of thing, and so she kind of has to keep it a secret. So I won't spoil where she chooses to go, which faction she chooses, but no matter what faction you choose, even if it's your old one, you have to go through like initiation and make sure that like you're able to live there. And if you fail initiation or whatever, then you're homeless and you don't belong in a faction, and that's really bad because you're homeless and you don't have a family or a way of getting money or anything, so you want to like do well in initiation and get into that faction. So she picks a faction and goes through initiation, and it just like goes through her story of initiation, and kind of she meets a bunch of different people, and she reminded me actually a lot of Katniss from the Hunger Games, just in the way that she was like really kind of like sassy, like, and just independent and strong, and kind of wants to prove people wrong. This did remind me a lot of Katniss actually, but I really enjoyed it. It's not my favorite book of all time. I think I like Hunger Games better, but it was definitely really good. It definitely like ended on a cliffhanger. So yeah, as far as the characters, there is a love interest, which I am never a huge fan of, because I just always think it's so cheesy and like out of place to add love into some novels, but I actually really like the love interest in this book because their love, whatever, is a little bit different, and it doesn't start off awesome right away, and I don't know, I really like, his name is Four. I love him. I have a crush on him secretly, so. And yeah, I just really like the characters. It's really easy to imagine them, and they're like characters of all kinds of people are in this book, and it's very action-packed, and you kind of get lost in it, and it's so easy to imagine, and it's like, I pictured like a movie when I was reading it. And so if you're on the fence to read it, if you think it's too long or whatever, please just read it. It's so easy to read. Like, there are so many chapters, and just like, it is humongous print. I will say that I did get a little bit teary-eyed in the end. But yeah, it did like all the things that a good book does. It pulls you in, it keeps you interested, it has lots of action and love and friendship and backstabbing kind of, and just like everything. So yeah, it's definitely not my favorite book, but I did really enjoy it. So that is Divergent, and I just went to Target yesterday. Was that yesterday? Yesterday. And got Insurgent, so I will start this soon. Yeah, and I can't wait for the movie, and maybe I'll review the movie as well. Definitely review Insurgent. But basically this was just definitely the beginning. You can tell that there's a lot more to the story by the way it ends. And yeah, I just think of this as like her initiation into a faction. So that is that. And it's not a super confusing world. It's like easy to follow. So yay, Divergent is done. So that's all I have to say. I enjoyed it. I really got into it on the plane. I would like gasp and like every 2 seconds, and so that's fun. But that's all I have to say. So definitely pick it up if you don't have it. Read it if you do have it. You won't regret it, I promise. Just pick a weekend, pick a Sunday or a Saturday, and just like sit down and read it. I was just reading it in like one swoop because it's like, I don't know, I didn't want to stop reading it. I wanted to know what happened. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching, and bye!